sprint cars tonight. We get the 1 to go sign. Ryan Beechler will set the pace with the 76 of Jay Russell. Off at turn number 4, we'll look for the green flag. Heat race number 1 coming at us, race fans. Off at turn 4, green waves. 76 of Jay Russell out front. Here comes Don Drought Jr., the 1X down the back straightaway. Drought up into that second spot as Jay Russell brings him around for lap number 1. Jay Russell hauls him down the back straightaway. Don Drought from Lincoln, Nebraska sits second. Jay Martins, the 48, runs third. Ryan Beechler, the 6, sits in fourth. Down the back straightaway, your leaders start to tighten up. The 76 of Jay Russell out front. Here comes the 1X from Lincoln, Nebraska, Don Drought Jr. Drought is closing in on your leader. 5 laps remaining. First of 4 8-lap heat races. Jay Russell setting the pace, but here comes Don Drought. Drought looking for a way to get around the 76 of Russell. And we're at the halfway point. And now Russell starts to pull away down the back straightaway. Drought not letting him get too far away. Jay Martin starting to close the gap as well in third. The 48 of Jay Martin's had a rough night in the feature. Currently sitting in that third spot down the back straightaway. Ryan Beechler runs fourth in the 6. And we get the 2 to go sign. Jay Russell, 2 to go for your 76. Out front. Russell from Elwood, Kansas, currently third in points. And he's looking for the heat race win. Off at turn 4, he sees the white flag. One more lap. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 they go. Off at turn 4. They'll see the checkered flag. And the 76 of Jay Russell picks up the heat race win. Heat race number 1, race fans, goes to the 76 of Jay Russell. The 1 of Don Drought comes home second. Jay Martins brings the 48 home third. Ryan Beechler in the 6th will finish fourth. In the 75 of Tyler Blank, your top 5. The 3B, Danny Lasoski, the 1M, will look for the green flag off at turn number 4. Off the 4, green waves, here we go. Danny Lasoski, your early leader, off at turn number 2. '17 of Aaron Rutzel runs in the 2nd spot. 86 of Kyle Bellum sits 3rd. 3B of JD Black running 4th, but here comes the 2A of Randy Hibbs. The 2A sits in that 5th position. Danny Lasoski down the back straightaway. He's built a half a straightaway lead over the 17 of Aaron Rutzel. Kyle Bellum in the 86 runs 3rd. Lasoski, your leader, he'll bring him down the front straightaway. 3 to go this time by. Aaron Rutzel continues to run in that 2nd spot with Kyle Bellum running 3rd. And we get the 2 to go sign. Problems for JD Black. slow down the back straightaway. Looks like he'll make it into the pit area. So the 3 off the speedway. Oh, problems up here in turn number 3. We've got problems. Up in turn number 4, we got a car stopped on the high side. Lakeside Speedway safety personnel up to check on them. Turn 4, here comes the green flag. Lasoski with a good jump down into turn 1. Down the back straightaway, he'll lead the field around. Terry Wadlin with white flag in hand. Waves the white flag one more lap. And your leader comes off at turn number 4. Checkered flag flies. Danny Lasoski picks up the win. Adam Rutzel, the 17, will be second. So he raced number 2. The one of Danny Lasoski picks up the win. Adam Rutzel, the 17, will come home second. Kyle Bellum, the 86, comes home third. Randy Hibbs in the 2 will be fourth. And Brad Graham in the 04 will be your 5th place car. Ryan Brown, the 21. Miranda Arnold, the 5M. 38 of Cody Baker, the 66 of Chris Parkinson. 33C Jordan Creason. 3Z of Zach Davis outside row number 3. We'll look for the start off at turn 4. Much better start. Green flag waves. Miranda Arnold out front. Brian Brown to the high side, side by side into turn 3. Arnold takes the low line. Brown takes the high side. Momentum will carry the 21 to the front spot. Miranda Arnold in the 5 runs second. Chris Parkinson runs third in the 66. Zach Davis has the 3Z up into the 4 spot. And the 38 Cody Baker sits in the 5th position. Brian Brown driving off for Miranda Arnold with a straightaway lead now. Young lady Miranda Arnold sitting in that spot. The 66 and Chris Parkinson runs third. Brian Brown leads them with 3 to go. 5 laps down, 3 remaining. Miranda Arnold having a good run. She sits in the 2nd spot. As your leader works his way through turns 3 and 4, he'll see the white flag off at turn number 4. Brian Brown sees one more lap. Miranda Arnold sits in that 2nd spot. Chris Parkinson, good run for Parkinson as he sits in 3rd. And your leader comes off at turn 4. Checkered flag for Brian Brown. So heat race number 3 goes to the Casey's General Store, number 21 of Brian Brown. Miranda Arnold brings the 5M home in the 2nd position. 3rd, the 66 of Chris Parkinson, and the 3Z of Zach Davis 4th. And the 38 of Cody Baker, your top 5. Once again, we are working on the top 6. John Hagan takes the field down into turn 1. Hagan, your leader in the 4A. The 72 of Curtis Boyer sits second. TJ Muth runs third. The 11W, Wyatt Burks in the 4th spot. Burks will make a bid for third. Burks will put the 11W in third. Problems on the high side of turn number 2. Watch Jack Dover, the 53, up into that 4th spot. He'll go around the 65 of TJ Mood. John Hagan, the 4A, your leader. The 72 of Curtis Boyer, second. Wyatt Burks, the youngster, runs third. And here comes last night's feature winner to the inside. Jack Dover looking to make passing points tonight here in heat race number 4. John Hagan checking out here in heat race number 4. Curtis Boyer runs second. Wyatt Burks is running third, but here comes Jack Dover. Dover in the 53 sits 4th. Now Dover to the inside of Wyatt Burks looking for third. Burks will block him off. He'll hold on to third. Oh, look out. Burks took a little evasive action to get away from the 72 of Curtis Boyer. Dover gets around both of them. He'll put the 53 into second. Curtis Boyer runs in that 3rd spot as the white flag waves for John Hagan. Jack Dover up to second. Off at turn 4. Here comes the checkered flag. John Hagan picks up the win. Jack Dover sits in that 2nd spot. Curtis Boyer runs third. So your heat race win, the 4A of John Hagan. Hagan picks up the heat race win. Jack Dover gaining valuable passing points. He comes from row number 4 up to the 2nd spot. The 72 of Curtis Boyer will get third. Wyatt Burks, the 11, will get 4th. And TJ Muth, the 65, your top 5. Race fans, big round of applause for the ASCS Warrior Region Sprint Car.
4th heat winner here tonight for the ASCS Warrior Division at Lakeside Speedway, John Hagan. John, all I can say is man, you blew away from them guys and you were going fast track, I guess, huh?
Yeah, we were nice there. We were here last night for Friday night show and struggled early. We should have been able to come in here and go real good, being a big track, and we're kind of a big track guy. But we struggled early and finished off well. We started 20th in the feature last night and ran 8th from the tail, which was pretty good. So we're a lot better than that, but that was just what we were dealt. But yeah, we got this baby rolling like it should be tonight. That's for sure.
I was gonna say that was a good move last night, but man, we got a totally different track out there. That thing looks like there's a ton of traction.
Yeah, there's a lot of grip out there, and we just redrew for feature starting spots, and I was last to draw, so you get what's left, and at least it was a 5. It could have been worse, but we got looks like we got Don Drought and Danny on the front row, the dude on the front row, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be a wound up, kind of no passing deal, but hey, starting 5th is a lot better than starting 20th like last night. So, but this DZ number 4 was really locked down and really fast out there, so should be good.
Well, Dover started 4th last night, and he pulled that out on a dry slick, so you will have to see how that plays out. Still some big horsepower.
Yeah, definitely. This thing's running real hard, so we'll be all right. We'll give him everything we got.
Okay, 4th heat winner, John Hagan. John, go out there and have some fun no matter what happens, man. Let's do your best.
Will do. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
1st heat winner here tonight, Jay Russell. Jay, man, looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it helped where we started. Track's real fast tonight and kind of one lane, but had to have the car rolling pretty good, which it was, so pretty good about it.
How'd you draw? We just talked to Hagan up here. I think he said he's 5th, so they won it from 4th spot, but man, we got a different track tonight.
Yeah, I drew 3rd, 2nd row inside. Same place last night, but last night I backed it up to 9th, so hopefully we can go forward this time instead of backwards. So we'll see what happens.
I'll say a lot of grip out there, a lot of traction. You're going to have the horses to pull that.
Yeah, we're actually good on big tracks when it's wet and struggle when it's dry. We don't run half miles very often. It's been about 3 years since I've been on a big track, so it's a little different learning curve, but we're trying to figure it out.
Let me ask you this. Have you got a plan for this A main? I mean, like we're already seeing tacky, big horsepower tonight, a lot of big names. Got a plan for all this?
No, because usually when I make a plan, it don't work out. No, I just try to keep the nose clean and just hope we're there at the end and see what happens.
Yeah, I was going to say, see what the race gives you and go with it and try to move from there.
Yeah, we got to keep our nose clean and make a little money so we can go on today, tomorrow. So that's our plan.
I hear you, 3-day deal. Once again, first heat race runner Jay Russell. Jay, give it all you got, man.
Thanks, appreciate it.
We'll take 4 cars out of this, and both features will be set for tonight's racing. Off at turn 4, we look for the green flag. Mitchell Moore out front in the 9. Here comes Tyler Blank, the 75, into the second spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Coming around for lap number 1, Mitchell Moore, your leader in the 9M. Mitchell Moore out front in the 9M. The 75 Tyler Blank runs second. 38 of Cody Baker holding down third. Jordan Creason in the 33 and Jonathan Cornell, your top 5. Welcome. Mitchell Moore having a good run here in the B feature. 3 laps down. He's in the top spot. The 75 Tyler Blank runs in the second position. 38 of Cody Baker holds on to third. And Jordan Creason, the 33, your final transfer car. A little bit of sparks out back in the 93A. 93A of Alan Ambers with sparks out of the rear of the car. As the field starts to spread out, you got a battle for the 4th position. The 33C of Jordan Creason has it. Jonathan Cornell, the 28, wants to take it away. Caution on the speedway. The 04 of Brad Graham brings out the caution. Not sure what's wrong. 5 laps down. Mitchell Moore sets the pace down the back straightaway. Tyler Blank, leaving a little room in the 75 between him and the 9M. Now we tighten the field up. Off at turn 4, green waves. Mitchell Moore drives off down the back straightaway. He's your leader into turn 3. Tyler Blank, the 75, sits second. The 38 of Cody Baker running third. Battle for the final transfer spot. The 33 of Jordan Creason, the 28 of Jonathan Cornell. Here comes Cornell on the high side. He'll take the 4th spot. The 28 of Jonathan Cornell up into 4th. The 33 of Jordan Creason back to 5th. We come off at turn number 4. There'll be 8 laps down, 3 remaining. Two to go this time by 9M of Mitchell Moore. 3 to go this time by. Now we get the 2 to go sign this time by. Mitchell Moore in the 9 out front. Tyler Blank in the 75 sits in that second position. Down the back straightaway they go. You see the white flag waving. Mitchell Moore has 1 more lap. Good run for the 9M of Mitchell Moore from Edgerton, Kansas. Looking for the B feature. Mitchell Moore picks up the win. Don Drought Jr., the 1X. Danny Lasoski, the 1M. That is your front row. The 76, Jay Russell. The 86 of Kyle Bellum. 4A of John Agan. The 21 of Brian Brown, row 3. 17 of Aaron Runsell.
Behind the 6.
And the 53 of Jack Dover.
Yeah.
Lineup is good. One to go on the speedway. We're looking for the green next time around.
When a good side-by-side start, nose to tail off of turn 4, 25 flaps.
The McCarthy Chevrolet Pace Truck makes the left turn. It's Don Drought, the 1X, Danny Lasoski, the 1M. They've got the field. We will look for a green off at turn number 4. Side by side, Terry Wanley looks them over. We'll look for the green flag. On the speedway, green waves, we're underway. Danny Lasoski, your early leader. Down the back straightaway they go. Lasoski out front. The 1X of Don Drought runs second, and we are caution.
We're yellow, we're yellow, we're yellow, we're yellow.
Caution on the speedway.
Why are we caution?
What?
Field to go down the back straightaway. Randy Hibbs, they're trying to get the 2A repaired. I'm looking down in the hotbed lane.
He's done.
And word is the 2A of Randy Hibbs done for the night. So we will go green this time by. Don Drought, the 1X on the inside of the front row. Danny Lasoski on the high side of row number 1. We'll look for the green flag. Green on the speedway, off at turn number 4. Lasoski out front, down to turn 1. Don Drought runs second. Brian Brown has the 21 into third. The 86 of Kyle Bellum holds on to 4th. And here comes Jack Dover. Dover on the move with the 53. 1, 21, and 86. And then 76 in 5th. Jack Dover in the 53, looking for the 5th spot. He goes around the 76 of Jay Russell. Russell on the high side, not going to be able to hold the position. 53 and 5th. There you go. You got it. Out front, Danny Lasoski, your leader. Don Drought Jr. driving in the 2nd spot. Brian Brown holds on to 3rd. Kyle Bellum, your point leader, running in that 4th spot. Last night's feature winner. Jack Dover sits 5th. And Danny Lasoski on lap number 5 is going to get into lap traffic. The Dover, Missouri driver closing in on lap traffic in a hurry. And your leader will work through lap traffic into turn number 3. Lasoski will lead him off at turn number 4. Now Don Drought will slice through lap traffic. Brian Brown on the brakes. He has to check up for the 72 of Curtis Boyer. Tyler Blank takes the 75 to the pit area. As your leaders slice through lap traffic once again. Danny Lasoski trying to get around the 6 of Ryan Beachler. Lasoski continues to work through lap traffic. Don Drought right on the rear bumper of your leaders. They go into turn 3. Brian Brown right there with him, so your top 3 all nose to tail working through lap traffic. And Brian Brown caught up behind lap traffic, and you'll lose ground to your leaders. 48 of Jake Burns to the pit area on lap number 10. Lasoski out front. Don Drought Jr. runs second as they go down the back straightaway. 21 of Brian Brown still in third. The 86 of Kyle Bellum has lost a spot. 53. Speedway. Over in turn number 2.
All but 3 cars.
So read me the switch to yes.
What?
Read it to me.
1M, 1X, 21, 53, 3Z, 86, 9M, 76.
So caution on the Speedway. That'll wipe out the lead that Danny Lasoski had. The one of Don Trout Jr., the 1X right there with him. And then the 21 of Brian Brown. Good run for Jack Dover.
38 from the previous lap. I don't think the 17.
Dover sitting in that 4th spot.
3Z, 86, 53,
Actually,
86. Sorry, 86.
Green on the Speedway. Into turn 1. Danny Lasoski on the high side. Trout took a shot at him and it cost him some positions. The 1X of Don Trout has lost some distance, and here comes Brian Brown. Brown up to battle with Trout for second. And now Brown up and under, trying to make the pass. Trout will pull back to the inside. Those two side by side in turn 3 for second. Trout will slide up in front of Brown. He'll take the spot. Lasoski meanwhile driving away from those two as they battle for position. And Jack Dover, the 53, trying to close in on him. We've got 9 to go. Out front, the one from Dover, Missouri. That's Danny Lasoski. The 1X of Don Trout sits in second. Lasoski back into lap traffic, working his way into turn 3. Don Trout now clears lap traffic going into turn 1. He'll try to close in on the one again, Lasoski. Lasoski looking strong as he has the lead right now in lap number 20. There'll be 5 laps to go this time by. Lap 21, 4 to go. Lasoski with the lead. Don Trout solid in second right now, the 1X. Brian Brown behind lap traffic, the 5 of Miranda Arnold. Brown will clear the 5. Brown running third to 21 in last night's feature winner. 53 of Jack Dover runs fourth.
White flag next time around.
White flag coming out off of turn number 4. Danny Lasoski, one more circuit here at Lakeside Speedway. Look out, almost contact between him and the 11 of Wyatt Burks. Lasoski, a lap traffic scare as he goes into turn 3 for the final time. Checker's way, Danny Lasoski. Don Trout Jr. will get second in the 1X. Third goes the 21 of Brian Brown. The 53 of Jack Dover will get fourth.
Top 3 to the front stretch. Top 3.
Did you guys have it fit?
Danny, all I can say in this win tonight, man, you look like you were in your own time zone out there. I mean, restarts, everything gone.
Well, that just gives a tribute to Mark Birch. You know, he does a great job with this race car. You know, builds his own engines, and I'm just a lucky guy gets to drive. You know, we had his son Parker and Shane working with us, and again, we had to redeem ourselves from last night. It was the worst performance I think we've ever put on, and we redeemed ourselves tonight.
I mean, you certainly did. I mean, that was very impressive. Like I say, restarts, anything, you were just out front and away. Was this just kind of could we say this was a good track for Danny Lasoski to run?
It was really a good track, but it also helped that we got to start on the front row too in clean air. You know, I'm not saying that we couldn't have done a job starting back too, but I'm just very proud of our team for redeeming ourselves from last night.
Lap traffic looked like fun too. I mean, man, I seen you doing some dodging and moving there. Looked like you was really making the moves.
Well, we had a couple moves and a couple with lap cars got a little close, but again, when you're coming up on them that fast, you got just about that much time to think about what you're doing. And again, we'll just go on to today and see what we can do tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Winner here tonight for the ASCS Warrior Division, Lakeside Speedway, Danny Lasoski. Danny, let's go for it tomorrow night again, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Second place finisher here tonight for the ASCS at Lakeside Speedway, Don Drought Jr. Don looked really fast, but man, Lasoski just almost untouchable tonight.
Yeah, those guys really got a good car, and Mark Birch, a friend of mine, really he builds his own motors, really does a good job, and so I'm just real thankful, you know, that I got to drive for the Osh brothers here, and that we had a good run. And I want to send out my condolences to my buddy Randy Martin, who blew up his motor, and then his kid crashed in the heat race, so it was a bad night for him, but it was a good night for us.
Yeah, it was a fun race to watch. Not what we had last night. Pretty tacky track, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was really afraid with the rain coming in like it did that it would be just one groove, but I mean, you could pass, and it turned out to be a good night.
Yeah. Looked like you had some fun in that lap traffic too. Boy, you guys that were up front were really dodging and doing some stuff up there.
Well, I don't know if so much fun as much it was a little nerve-wracking, because some of them guys weren't exactly sure where they were going, so it was hard to tell where I was going to go. But like I said, I just want to thank God it was a safe race, and you know, we're just happy.
Yeah. Second place finisher, Don Drought Jr. Well, man, are you going down to Sedalia tomorrow night?
No, everybody's got to go home and work on Monday, so I'd like to, but we can't. So
us retired guys are going down there, so we'll think about you anyway.
Well, I think it'll be a good time. I think it'll be a good show. I like racing down there at the fair, and but we can't do it this time. So
that's the way it goes. Anyway, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Third place finisher here tonight for the ASCS Warrior Division, Lakeside Speedway, Brian Brown. Brian, man, just a tough night out there. Different track tonight.
Yeah, a little bit different. You know, just wish it would have been like that in the heat race. Maybe it would have been a little wider in the features. Just awful tough to pass, and you get guys like Danny and Don Drought out in front of you there, and they don't make many mistakes. We had a couple of good runs there at Don, and just didn't pan out. And we'll take the third and go on today tomorrow.
Say really a couple of veteran cushion runners. I mean, in a track like this, just super fast, just got away from you just a little bit. I wouldn't say get away. You were close, but man, just a lot of speed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just when the tracks get like that, it's just it's tough to pass. I mean, when there's really one groove, and you got to wait really for somebody in front of you to make a mistake. And like I said, guys like that usually don't make a mistake unless you get into traffic and make them kind of get off their game a little bit. But I feel like in traffic there, we did run them down. I felt like maybe we had something for them, and then I got caught in behind Miranda and just. Kind of that was all she wrote for that. But overall, won the heat. Run third tonight. It's definitely really consistent. That's what's going to take to win races. And these seconds and thirds are getting old. I can guarantee you that. So we're going to work hard tomorrow, and we may even change a motor here. Just try to maybe find a little extra to try to win today tomorrow.
Now, are you guys on a different program also with the 360? Because I think in the 410 you guys were doing a different motor setup with that, weren't you?
Yeah, we run Charlie Garrett's in the 410s, and then we just got a couple different options here in the 360s. So the main thing is they stay together. We just got to find a little bit more power, and we just missed it. Our car's perfect. I mean, I couldn't ask for my car to be any better, and just lacking a little bit of horsepower to on a track like tonight to reel those guys in. When it gets slick, it just comes a little bit more in the driver. But we're just proud of everybody on this Casey's Rental Store, FEP, Searsboro Telephone Company, Impact Signs, Awnings and Wraps, Dittsfield Transfer, Champion Oil, Maxim, Hoosier Tires, Weld Wheels, Vortex Wings, Pro Shocks. Everybody on this thing works really, really hard, and they're the ones that deserve the credit. And we're going to come back tomorrow and work really hard and try to win it.
Defending champion, by the way, for the Sedalia State Fairgrounds. Going to go down and try and defend that tomorrow night, and hopefully pull it out, I hope.
Yeah, we had a really good race last year with Danny, and I hopefully and they're running strong. Jack's running strong, Droud's running strong. So I don't feel like that's we feel like we got as good a shot as any when we rolling the gate there. We just got to find a little bit more speed.
Yeah. Third place.